3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Hey. Let me see. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Hello, everyone. Hello, don't start your mommy help now. Hello, everyone. Don't help what? I've not even started. Mommy help everywhere. Okay, so today this long awaited akara. It's time for this long awaited akara. Hey. Finally. Hey, hey, hey. So finally, it's time for this long awaited akara. Eh. Hello, thank you for joining me. If you are just joining, you are most welcome. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Okay? So, without wasting much time, let's get into the process of making akara. Hey, the simplest way, the easiest way to make your akara. Okay, so I am just going to be introducing the ingredients one at a time. Okay, so should I start from the old to the new, or from the new to the old? Okay, so let me start from the old, which is the first one. So here I have some beans, okay, already washed and cleaned. You can see the ice. This came out from the freezer. Oops. You see? This came out from the freezer. So I'm going to defrost it now. Just right now. It doesn't take time. So don't worry. So that is part of the beans. And then in this bowl as well, I have another beans. I just washed this one today. Okay, I just washed these beans today because I wanted to add to this one because I believe it's not going to be enough. I want to make a lot so that it will last us for a long time. Okay, because my son likes akara. That boy, no, akara. He likes akara so much. So this is the beans I washed today, and this is the onions I'm going to be using. In fact, I still have one here. I'm still going to peel this one and add it. I'm still going to add this one. So this is the onions. You can add as much or as little as you want. In here I have 2 habanero peppers with this small one, just 3. this tiny one, 2 habanero peppers, and I have red bell peppers, okay, just for that beautiful color. Okay, yeah. So, and I have some seasoning here. I have some seasoning wraps here. I've already unwrapped them. Okay, so because seasoning these days, it's so hard to like break them into your recipe as you're making it, but I'll use the blender to blend it. So yeah, this is it. So like I said, I'm just going to defrost these beans. This one is from the freezer. It doesn't take time. You'll see how it's going to be. Let me get the bowl. So here I have this bowl. So I'm just going to run some hot water. Okay. Yeah. See it? It's so hard. So I'm just going to run some hot water on it. See? Let me get the camera closer. You can see as I'm running the hot water on it, it just disintegrating. You see it? You see? So as I run the hot water, you can see it. You see how it is now? You see the bob? So once you see it, it's very easy. You see it? So that's why I told you guys that it's very easy to defrost. So once you bring your beans out from the freezer, don't be scared. You can wash your beans and just put it in the freezer. When you're ready to use it, just run some hot water on it. That's it. It will just boom, to just disintegrate and defrost immediately. It doesn't waste time. This how many? I have just how many seconds, and I have my fresh beans back. Okay. Yeah. So what happened before almost happened again today. My phone almost tripped off. So as you can see, I have my fresh beans back. Okay. These beans has been in the freezer for over a month. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start blending from that one. Okay, so I need to get a pot. So I'll use a pot to add to pour the blended beans. Yeah, I want to use a pot that will be able to take all the beans. So meanwhile, I'm going to peel this one. So to make Nigerian akara or beans cake, it doesn't take time. It doesn't take too much ingredients. Okay, and it doesn't take so much time as well. The only thing that takes time is to the only thing that takes a bit of time is to wash the beans. Okay, and I've made it very simple for you guys. Okay, by making a video on how you can use your blender to peel your beans. So normally how we do it in Nigeria, you use your hand like and be scrubbing the beans so to peel off the skin. That's how we do it, traditionally. That's how we peel the beans. After you soak it in the water for some time, you start eh 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 eh. But now, no. So I've made a video, it's here on my channel, how you can simply wash your beans with a blender, and that's the blender I used to wash this one today. Like I said, when I was starting that, I washed this one here. I washed it today, and it was my blender that I used. I used my blender to wash this. So to start, I am just going to so I'm just going to start from the old one to blend it. And this is where you pay much attention, guys, because if you miss it here, then you have missed it. That means you are going to maybe use that blended beans for something else. So what am I trying to say is that you will need to, as you want to blend it, you just add some amount of water. Okay. Okay, let me use this. Just 1 minute, just 1 minute, just 1 minute. Yeah, so you just add little amount of water. Not too much, and then keep some by the side. So as you're blending, you'll be just adding some drops of water, okay? Because your butter, the blended beans or the butter don't need to be runny, okay? If it's too runny, then if it's too runny, then you won't get what you're looking for. You won't. That's no longer for akara. That might now be used for moi moi, okay? But if it is thick, the thicker the better, okay? So I'm going to blend this so there'll be some noise. So like I said, this is where you pay attention, okay? Because if you miss it here, you have missed it. That means you have to do something else. So I'm just going to blend. So like I said, if your blender is struggling, then you just add just a little drop of water to help the so this first one is ready. You can see how smooth it is. I feel like this one is even a bit runny than a bit more runny than it's supposed to. So the next one, I'm going to make it thicker. You see that? Yeah. So you don't want it to be too runny. Otherwise, like I said, maybe you will not use that butter for something else, not really for akara. Okay. So I'm just going to add some water, even get more. And this is cold water, guys. Just use cold water or like normal room temperature water, not warm water, not hot water. Otherwise, your akara is going to come out bad. So we're going to blend again. Blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. Blend again. Okay, so the second batch is ready. I'm also going to pour it here. Okay, see how thick it is. So that's what I'm saying. It has to be thick. It has to be thick, thick, thick. Okay. So this one is almost finished. So this one is finished. I'm just going to take out all the onions, that put them here, and then blend this one. I'm just going to pour more water. Get more. Oops, good. So let's continue. Until we are done. just going to okay. So yeah, this is thicker. This is better. This batch is thicker and it's better. Okay. So I'm going to add more. Add more. Add more. Where is that one? Maybe 2 more to go, so I'm going to add water. That water will not be enough, so I need to add more. Don't do. Yeah, so add more. So this is spilling on this cup, blender cup. So I'm just going to and we'll blend again. I'm going to add a little water. So this batch is ready. Duncan Wilson is saying no. No to what? So I'll pour this in. That's it. He's saying no. No to what? No to what? No to what? What are you saying no to? What are you saying no to? I want to add more blender. Yeah. Pour some water. If the water is too much, if I see that it's too runny, I will just add some beans to it, and that's it. add some water again. So add it little by little, okay? Say thank you. Say thank you. So whoa, this is so lovely. Wow. So I'm just going to add this. This should be the last one. And then we go into the main process, into the main thing. Okay. Yeah, this is the last one. See what you did here. So last one, I'm going to pour some water, not too much. And then we'll cover. This is the last one. I'm done blending. I'm done blending. So yeah, see the last one. See how it's coming. You see how thick it is? That is what you want. So after this, I'm just going to just clean this up a bit. Then another way, guys, is you can, now I'm going to blend all the onions, bell peppers and all that. So another trick is you can add it while you're blending the beans, blend everything together, okay? That way, because now I need to, okay, let me add the seasoning cubes, because like I said, to break seasoning cubes these days, let me just pour them in here, everything inside this plate. Because these days, to break seasoning cubes is not easy. So I'll just add a little water. So what I'm trying to say is, now that I want to blend these bell peppers and onions, I must still need, I have already added some water, okay? But if you don't take time, you might add too much water to the, that will make you to add too much water to the beans, already blended beans. So it's best you blend them together with the beans, okay? Except you know how to navigate around it, just like as I'm going to do. I didn't add much water to the beans, and I'm not going to add more to this either. So just drops of water. Otherwise, you might get the batter right, you might get the beans right, you might blend it correctly with just minimal amount of water. But this one, by the time you add the one you use to blend all this together, it will now be, the batter will be more runny than it's supposed to. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to explain. So it's better you put it, you blend all this together with the, no. Wait. I think. But that's not banana, that's plantain. I think. Say thank you. Keep this one. I think. Bye bye. Say thank you. This boy, you grab plantain and give me, and then I'll be calling it banana. He wants banana. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is it's better you blend all this with the beans together. Okay, and although I've washed all this before, guys, so don't mind me. I've washed them before I added them to the beans. So I just cut the onions, and you don't, this red bell pepper is not really, it's not really compulsory, to be honest. If you want to make real authentic Nigerian akara, you don't need bell pepper. I'm telling you, we don't add bell pepper, but I just started adding it because of the beautiful color it gives to the beans and the akara after making it. That's all. And maybe the taste, the flavor, that's it. But normally, typical Nigerian akara is just onions, and especially red onions. That's what we know, that's what we grew up to know. They used to fry akara, is red onions like this, and then with fresh pepper, that's it. We don't even blend it. Back home, most people, they don't, but now they do that. But then They don't even blend it. They just pound the pepper and then use our hand and cut the onions. So that's why when you, and I'm going to make it that way. These ones I'm going to cut them with my cutting board. And that is why when you open a typical Nigerian akara, you will see, once you open it, you will see some particles of onions and pepper, fresh pepper inside. Yeah, that's it. That's the way, that's the way Nigerian, typical Nigerian akara comes out. You must see some onions, pepper inside. And that's the most, the highest ingredient you use for akara, because akara doesn't take much. You just pepper and onions, then salt and seasoning if you want. You can add some seasoning. I learned that some even add egg. They just break raw eggs, whip it, and then add it there. I don't do that. No. I don't need egg in my akara. That's the person's choice. I've seen some videos like that where people make akara, they add egg. Nah. Maybe that's the twist you want to add to it, but typically, no, sorry, just onions, fresh pepper, maybe seasoning and salt. That's it. And akara is ready with the beans. That's it. So yeah, I'm done cutting these ones, so I'm just going to, I'll still pour it there. Once I'm done blending this, I don't need to add water again to this, because I don't need that much water. I just put it. This will go and not make me add more water to it. I just hope and pray so. Okay, so let's go. I can hear the seasoning, like little bit of it running around in the blender. It's not completely blended yet. Hello, Ike. Hello, how are you? That's it. All done, all done, all done, all done, all done. I'm doing fine, and you? My day, I'm fine, no. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm fine. So, this one is ready. I'll just pour it. You can see how it is. So, what I'm going to do, then I'll add this one, the chopped onions, and that is it. Then I'll add some salt. This is where I always have a problem with making any recipe that has to do with raw beans. Okay, the problem normally starts from here for me, and that problem is who is going to test the beans for me. And don't forget, beans doesn't take much salt, so as you're adding, be sure to be testing it. This is where my problem always starts with raw beans. Is from, you see, at this point of testing, that is where I always have a problem. But all the same, let's mix it. Mix. Yeah, you see how it is. You see how thick it is. I didn't pour all the blended bell pepper and onions because I was scared so that it doesn't affect the thickness. Okay, but now that I've seen how it is, I can add a little more. That's why I said it's better to blend it together with the beans, so you can manage the water at once. You can manage the consistency at once. You see it? So yeah, and you can see the color looking good, looking very lovely. Let me add a little more. In fact, it's even finished, Seth. It's finished. So I'm going to just add everything because it's finished already. So if you can test the beans, go ahead and test it to know if the salt is okay, if you need to add more. Okay, but for me, I normally give somebody to test for me, but unfortunately at this time nobody is here to test for me, so I must find a way and test these beans by myself and for myself. Okay, I must find a way to test these beans. Meanwhile, while I'm still thinking of how I'm going to test these beans, okay, let's head over to the pan, and then I'll just turn on the cooker. Yeah, it's on. Okay, it's not showing very well. And then I'm going to let me take this out. Then I'm going to pour some oil. Yeah, so this is the pan. This is my used oil. See where I put the label, used oil. So I'm just going to pour this one first, because I know that after this akara, I may not use this oil again. So I'm just going to add more. Okay. This oil, I always find it difficult to open. Please, let me carry the one that will be easy for me to open. I don't have strength. So yeah, that is it. So we'll allow this to be heating up while I'll go back to the beans. Okay, while I go back to the beans, just to stir it again. Ike, how is are you still there? How is pH today? How is the weather now? Somebody told me that Hamatan came small. Is that true? Is that true? So, guys, don't mind me. I'm done stirring this thing. I'm just struggling on how to test it. So, this one, everything is set. Who is going to test this beans for me? Raise your hand in the comment section. Hey. 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 But from what I noticed, I'm just going to add a little more salt. I'm not even sure, but I'm just going to add just a little bit of salt. Okay, just a little bit. Then if I another way is if I fry the first set, okay, that's another way I test it. If I fry the first set and I'll just test the akara. By then it's done, it's properly fried and done. I will test it. If I test the akara, then I'll be able to know if the salt is okay or the quantity to add. Okay, if it's not what I want, if the salt is not okay, then I'll add more. So for now, I will leave it like this because I can't test this any further. I don't know. So it has to be like this until I fry one or two. Then I will check. See, this is looking so lovely. You see the color, very beautiful. Okay, Ike has run away. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is to start the frying. I think I'll put my phone on this tripod so that I can see everything. And that's what I'm going to do. So let's bring this food out from here. and take it to the tripod. Take it to this tripod. Yeah, that's it. That is it. That is it. This is better. According to my British peoples. Better. Better. Yeah, so this one will be here. This is better. This one will be here. Let me get my akara spoon. Let me get my akara spoon. I have a special spoon, special spoon for akara. Yeah, so this is it. Then I'm going to get my this sieve. Then just put some kitchen towel in it. Just line it up with some kitchen towel so it will take the oil. Okay, yes, so this is ready. So at this point the oil should be ready, but if you're not sure, you just add a little of the beans, and don't let the oil to be too hot. Okay, if it's too hot, the akara is not going to cook well. Okay, the moment you put it, it will just cake. Okay, it will just cake, and sometimes it might even start burning. The outside will cook, but the inside will remain very fresh. The inside will still be like this, it won't cook. But this one, you can see it's just cooking gradually. And another thing, you can reduce the heat. Okay, reduce the heat. So don't let the oil to be too hot, and don't put the beans when the oil is not hot yet. You get it? So it's a little bit technical. If the oil is not too hot to the right temperature, when you put the beans, it's going to take time. Before the oil heats up, the akara must have soaked a lot of oil. Okay, so that is why the oil has to heat up, and then you reduce it. Just fry at medium heat. Okay, not too high, not too low. Okay, because if it's too low, like I said, the beans, the akara is going to take a lot of oil, and that is not too good. So like I said again, because of the testing of the beans, because in fact I did not test it well, so I can't say if the salt is enough or not enough. But if you can test raw beans, that's fine. For me, if I test it, I don't just like it. I've tried and tried. Even though I touched it on my tongue, but I can't say. So I will rely on this first one. After frying it, I will test it and see how it is. Okay. So yeah, I need to get a fork. I need to get a fork right away. Hey, hey. You see that first one is frying seriously, so just flip it over, flip it over, flip it. Hey, 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 hey. It's the longer I ate akara, I've missed this akara. Hey. Maybe this is even what I'm going to eat tonight. I'll use it as breakfast tomorrow morning. You know, like that, like that, like that, like that. You see this one? All this kerekero motaka. Hi, can you see there? all this kene more takara. So yummy. According to my son, you can so yummy. See what I said? Now I know I need to add a little salt. I need to add some salt to it. Now I know. Now I can tell categorically, yes. Add a little more salt. Yummy. But that's pepper, eh? It's really peppering. The pepper is really peppery, but not too much anyways, not too much, not excess. Okay. So I think we should be good. So I'm going to get these ones out, especially this first one. So I'll open one and show you guys, okay, what I'm trying to say about see. So don't make the oil too hot, and it won't be cold either, and you don't fry with too much heat or the heat being too low. Okay, so it has to balance, has to be on a medium heat. I think I added too much oil to this pan because as I'm adding the akara, the level of the oil is increasing. But the more I fry, somehow it will be going down as the akara is soaking some oil. It will gradually be going down. So as you put the beans or the butter, it just settles at the bottom of the oil. But once it boils for maybe before 1 minute or a bit more, you will see them, they will come up to the surface. Look at them. They are coming up gradually, but some are still at the bottom because they need to you see it? The moment as you touch them, they will just float. They will just float. It's not supposed to remain at the bottom. They are not supposed to remain at the bottom of the oil. But the moment you put it first, it will remain at the bottom. After some seconds, they will float. If it doesn't float, if it remains at the bottom, then there's a problem. Okay? So it has to go, it can't go top to bottom, top to bottom. Yeah, so, so just open it. See what I told you, see how it is. See onions, onions. You see, this is typical Nigerian akara for you, authentic Nigerian akara. Akara walk boom, 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 boom. You see the smoke? That is it. So once that side turns golden brown, we just flip them to the other side. These ones need to stay a little more, a little longer. This akara is too sweet. Too sweet.
Baby,
Look at them, papa, no matter. I remember those days when we were much younger. When we were little children, and we go to buy akara in the morning. We'll be waiting for the seller to give us all this one, you know, these pieces. And we'll be so happy and be running home like you've got something very important, something very good. Like you'll be so happy. Oh. Yeah, so you see, so flip them over. Let me see if I can get a good picture. Yeah, I tried. I tried to get a good picture. Let me see. Yeah, Dundun. Let me between all those pieces. Let me open this one. I'll give my son this one. You see the inside? You see the inside? That's what I'm saying. So you see how soft it is. You see it? So if the oil is too hot, the inside will not cook. The inside will still be raw, like this. Dundum, shoot. Dundum, you're not supposed to be here. Here, go. Let me block you there now. Yeah, so this batch is ready. So before I add another batch, you see how beautiful it's looking. I will reduce the heat a little bit more. Okay, I will reduce the heat a little bit more. And then add more. So, as I said earlier, those days in Nigeria, they hardly use spoons like this to take the butter and then put in the oil. They use their hands, use their hands like this. Boom, boom. That's how they used to do it those days. And then to achieve all these tiny little ones, the woman will just take her hand, bring some beans, and then splash it like this. Splash it, splash it, splash it. That's how you get a lot of all this. Because they know that children will always come because of these little ones. So sometimes the woman will purposely do that because of children. Because they know that, yeah, little children will always come. So now I'm going to increase the heat. I've increased the heat now. So. Dundu, you say what? Dundu, what is that? Yeah, so I've increased the heat. I'm going to eat this one again. Dundu, may I take? Take. Say thank you. Dundu, say thank you. You see what I'm saying? As it's frying, the moment you put the beans, it will settle at the bottom, but as it's frying, it will just float on its own, just like puff puff. Just like puff puff. So if you want some akara, present your plates. Present your plate in the comment section. Good. This one is determined. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. How many is this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whoa! So I put more now. And the other one I put just 13. So, no, reduce this thing. No, have you finished that one? Hmm? He has finished it. Let me open another one for him to get cold. So it's still very hot. So I'll leave it to get cold before I give it to him. This boy, he likes akara so much. So I think I'll need to turn them the other way. They are sticking together. I need to separate some of them. These ones are turned also. Dundum, leave me up before you push me into this oil now. I was thinking that maybe anyway, I know it will take longer than an hour because of the blending of the beans and the frying. I know it was going to take longer than an hour, but maybe if it gets to maybe an hour and a half, I'll call it a day, because at least I've shown the main process, I've shown the main steps, where the tips and tricks, the most important part, so that you don't make mistakes. Because once you miss that part, that means you might use that beans to make more, not akara anymore. Okay. So if you are just joining and you don't know how I got here, I would suggest you watch this live stream all over again from the beginning, maybe at least you get to the point where you met me, for you to understand how I got here. It's very simple, it's pretty easy. Like I said, the only part that will take you time is the washing of the beans a bit. But like I said, I've made a video here on how you can use your blender to peel your beans, make it easier for you. And after that, another part that will take you some time is the frying. Although it depends on the quantity you're frying. If you're not frying much like I'm doing, it won't take you time. But because I want to fry much, I want to fry a lot so that it will last. It will last for us. That's why I'm making this much. Otherwise, if it is just one batch like this, I'm done. Or maybe hire a second one like this, I'm done. But I still have a lot to fry. I still have a lot to fry. Let them go away. Go.
Potato!
Say thank you. So, these ones are ready as well. This batch is ready. So just to bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. You see? Pam, 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 pam. Who wants this akara? Drop your plate in the comment section if you're interested. If you want it, drop your plate in the comment section. Drop your plate, drop your plate, drop your plate. Okay. I'll reduce the heat again. Not too much. Then I'll put it in the butter again. I've increased the heat. Yeah, so that the oil will not, the temperature will not go down too much. Okay. So we are going to continue frying it like that until I'm done. Okay. This will go like 2 more batches. And we are good to go. We are good to go. We are good to go. Hey, we are good to go. Hey. We are good to go. Hey, we are good to go. Hey. And they are sticking together. They are doing gum body, gum body, gum body, gum body. Oh. Let me start separating them gradually. Let me start separating them. Building. I saw it. What's that? What are you saying? So maybe in the next few minutes I'll just round it up because I have shown the most important part. I've explained all the technical parts, okay? So if you've watched from the beginning till now, you will know how I got here. If you didn't watch from the beginning, please go back, watch from the beginning so that you know how we got here. So that you don't make mistakes when you want to fry akara. Okay, it's a very simple thing, very straightforward. It's very simple, very straightforward, okay? Yeah, so we wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. Yum, my good. Let me wait. Okay. Again, let's flip them over to the other side. The other side. Flip them over to the other side. And this one still have a little more time to go. They still have a little more time to go. A little more time to go. Listen. We'll flip it over to the other side. And these ones, yeah. And allow them to fry as well. No, children. No, go. Don't come here. This one is looking at me too much. I'll eat it. I'm even full in this akara eating. I'm just full. Okay, this is ready. This batch is ready. Ready. Hey, ready. So please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share. So this batch is ready. We get this out. Get this batch out. So yeah, get them out. See, it's out. Let me reduce the heat before I put the next batch. This should be apple. So that you can see what I'm saying. As I put it, they will just settle at the bottom of the pan. Yeah, so you can see what is left. This is what is left. So let me increase the heat. And this should be second to the last batch, okay? So after this one, I'll put that set. I'll put that batch. Eight, 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 eight. So with this, I'm sure if you've watched from the beginning till now, you must have learned how to make your akara. Akara, 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 okay? So just follow the steps and you'll arrive at this, okay? Just follow the simple steps and you'll arrive at this. It's not difficult. It's not difficult at all. Okay, so I think I've shown everything. I've explained everything I need to explain. If you have any questions, leave it for me in the comment section and I'll be glad to respond to you. Okay? Okay. Okay. Yeah. If you've got any question on this akara making, okay, I've got the answer. If you got questions on this, I've got the answers. I can tell you that for sure. So yeah, this is it. This is done. So I'm just going to leave it here. That is it for today. The all talked about akara recipe has been made today live. So you won't say you don't know how I did this, you don't know how I got that. You've seen all the process from start to finish, okay? From the raw beans, raw washed beans to this, okay? So if you don't know how to wash the beans or how I wash the beans, I mentioned that from the beginning that I used my blender. That's what I used to wash my beans and it's very easy for me. Instead of doing it, you know, the traditional way of using your hand to scrub and scrub and scrub in order to peel the beans to get the skin off. No, your blender will do that for you, okay? Yeah, so what is wrong with this phone? Imagine all these phones. The phone will be telling me it's time to rest. How can my phone be telling me when to rest and when not to rest? Are you me? Imagine these phones. So yeah, if you don't know how I got here, just watch, go back and start from the beginning of this live stream. You will know how we arrived at this sumptuous, delicious, and beautiful looking akara, okay? Live, nothing like pre-recorded video. I also have a pre-recorded video Yeah, I also have a video of how you can make akara, but that one, you know, I think it's how many minutes video. But this one is from start to finish, from the raw beans to this sumptuous akara. Okay. Yeah, so I think that is it for now. If you're scared of how to wash the beans, I've said that before, use your blender. Okay, I've made that video before, it's here on my channel. Use your blender, and the blender will do the hard part for you. Okay, the blender will do the hard part for you. Yeah, so all these akara, they are just joining each other. They are just doing gum in body, gum body, gum body. You see, this one is 4 in 1. Yeah. So I have succeeded in turning them around, and then this one is 3 in 1. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so I have just how many minutes to go? If you're just joining me, please give me a thumbs up, okay? Like this live, subscribe, share, okay? And learn how to make your akara. Pretty simple, pretty easy, okay? Banana, 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 banana. Banana, banana, banana. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. We are going to end it here because like I said, I've shown all the process from start to here, from start to finish, from the raw beans to here, your malicious akara. So if you have any question, drop it in the comment section and I'll be glad to respond. Okay? I cut the point now. Let me get out these tiny ones, these pieces, little tiny ones. Yeah, this is done. So thank you guys, and I'll see you all in my next one. Okay, thank you for everyone that joined me. Thank you for those that tapped the like button. Thank you for your comments. I'll see you all in my next one. Okay, so after this one, I'm just going to put the last batch, okay, which is here. This is the last batch, and we are done. Okay. See your malicious akara, the sumptuous akara. This little one. So I will reduce the heat, and then, like I said, you see our mountain of akara. Hey, you see our mountain of akara. So this is just the last batch. So thank you guys, and I will see you all in my next one. Okay, bye bye.